Hi everyone, welcome to WW Designs. My name is Nikki and I want to show you this great little purchase I made. Now this is in an Australian Facebook group that's linked to one of the craft groups I'm in. There are some very clever ladies who make pretty things and they sell them. And this lovely lady had a few of these delightful envelopes that she's obviously printed on. I don't know, it feels really smooth. It's very pretty. She's added lace sewn around the edges, tied it up with a lovely piece of pale pink satin binding, silk binding, whatever you call that stuff, you know what I mean, and put an old piece of music paper inside. But have a look at all these treasures. Now, I do know I could get all my stamps and things out and make these myself, but I tell you what, you know, sometimes it's just nice to let someone else do the work. So I will show you what's in here. Now, what I do love, I don't know if you can see through the plastic, so maybe we need to open some of these up. But what I love, we've got all these number things here, right? Which is fabulous. But have a look at this. Everything's different colours. So whether it's coffee and tea dyed or just coffee dyed or a bit of both, I'm not sure. But I love how she's sort of got all these different tones. And now I'd have to go and dye 25 million bits of paper to get all this. And they're just so cool. And you get lots of repeats. I don't mind that. They're all very practical things. Now we've got these little round ones. Let's have a look. I think maybe these are all the same, but they have been done with different coloured inks. So that's possible. Let's have a little look-see. These are so cute. Sydney Airmail stickers. Factory stamps. See, they're done with a different... Oh, I see. There must be two types. Oh, look at all these little cute things. And there's more round ones. This is just awesome. I'm loving this. And I didn't have to do all the work. New York. Los Angeles. 1940. Oh, my gosh. How cool is that? Hang on. We need a bit more space here. Then I've got these cuties, and these are done on fabric. And each word is different. Discover. It's a very fine fabric that I presume has maybe been coffee dyed. Beautiful. Create. Aren't they just delightful? And then there's these little cuties, and these, lots of red ink. I like that. That stands out well when you're creating. Have a look at them all. So are these all identical? They are. Okay, so if we keep it in piles, you can see what's in here. But again, we've got all sorts of different toned paper. Oh, this is delightful. I like this. This has saved me hours of work. And then what's in the next one? What have we got here? So we have these numbers stamped in black. And these, see, look, even all these, the shadings are different. So we've got numbers. Then what are these cute little things? National Bank. Oh, they're like little mini checks. Oh, my gosh, they're so cute. And this one, these are like little postage thingies. Then we've got, oh, dear, this is fabulous. Now, this would be a lovely idea to do for, you know, a friend if you're doing Happy Mail swaps. You wouldn't have to do quite this many because there's so many here. Look at these delightful tickets. They're fabulous. And again, look at all the lovely different paper shades. Oh, this is just so cute. And here we just have a vintage style ticket. And they've been inked around the edges. Oh, my gosh, honestly. And then the last lot... We've got blue, we've got brown ink, red, more postal, and some more numbers. Honestly, this is just the most delightful selection of goodies And of course now we have to find a home for them. So I thought what I would do is show you how I do keep my ephemera. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit all of this in my holder, but we can get some of it in, and then I can just bag some of these up ready to refill it as I use it. Have a look at all that. How delightful. Now what we're going to do, I will show you how I store my little ephemera pieces. I have got a video up. I did this a long time ago. I'll just gently lay this on top of all these goodies here. When I was a little girl, I was a very avid stamp collector. And this was what I called my swap album. So everything that I had in here was stamps that I could swap with other people because I had multiples. The cover underneath this was looking a little worse for wear after many years of moving overseas and doing all sorts of fun things. So I collaged a cover for it. And this is a stamp album. It's my swaps album, see? And I could have covered that up and made it look pretty, but I went, you know what? No, this is mine. That's my writing when I was very little. I don't know how old I would have been. And I've decided not to cover that up. But this is how I look after my ephemera. Here we have a couple of pages of stamps. And the reason I've done them like this is they are sort of grouped in colour. Sometimes because I still have, I've got bags of stamps, right? So I want to find a particular stamp and I want a red one. So I know I can just come here and grab a red one. When they're all in a bag, sometimes you have to go through that bags for ages to try and find exactly what you want. So I've done a bit of colour work with those ones. This actually needs a bit of a refill by the looks of things. I've used plenty of these, and these are all ones with images. So I might want a particular theme, so I have a bit of a quick glance and see if any of these would do the job. Certainly need to refill that. In here I have, these are a heap of labels that I made myself. Again, I've got a video on this. I use magazines to create these. If you go to my Craft With Me playlist, you will find these sort of videos. I've got some florally ones. They're left over from a Rach and Bella craft kit. These are some specimens. It was a freebie I got off someone a long time ago, or maybe recently, I'm not sure, and printed those out. No, these are, yeah, no, this was a relatively new freebie, but I don't know who from, but they're very cute. Of course, one needs labels. I've got quite a few different brands of labels that I have purchased off Etsy. This is just a small selection of them. These are mini ads. I also bought those off a lady from Etsy. I should print another page and refill that. I've got Tim Holtz. This is one of his tiny ephemera packs that I put in there because when they were in the bag, it was impossible to find anything. Then here I have mini doilies that I've cut, and also a couple of little leftover bits from doilies where I've just used a bit or had a bit left over. So I just hide them in here to keep them safe. I have these packs of these for sale in my shop. We do, of course, often use numbers, so I've got plenty of those. This was a pack of vintage pet style stickers I got a little while ago. So I've got those in there. I've got some tickets. And these are all pre-cut tabs. I've got a few different styles. Again, you can buy those in packs in my shop. Now, I have a blank page left here. So I think we can probably fit quite a few of these things in here. So I will just slot them in there, put a few of each type, and then I'll just store the rest away. But just thought you'd like to see this. It's a look, if you're bored one day, get your stamps out, have some fun with some coffee dyed or tea dyed paper, make yourself a heap, and then find a nice little old stamp album, make it your own. But this is just the best way. Like, I can't believe this. Honestly, this stamp album would have to be about 50 years old, I reckon, give or take. And even though there's some discoloration on these cellophane bits, not one of them's broken. They're rock solid, and they just keep everything in such delightful order. I know I've seen plenty of YouTube videos where you can make your own, but honestly, a stamp album is perfect. So I thought you just might like to see that. This is something that is always handy when I'm crafting, and I will glue that little bit down. It's driving me crazy, lifting up there on the corner. But if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments box below. And until next time, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye for now.